What's up, guys? This is Michael. Today we're playing Elevator Action 2. How about that? This is on the Taito Legends 2 collection compilation, whatever you would like to call it. This is a sequel to Elevator Action, although there was probably like a million different versions of this before this actually came out, because it's a pretty old game. It came out maybe like in the very early 80s. This is 1994. I believe there's a Saturn port of this. This is actually pretty fun. There's a HD version on newer consoles that came out, and it wasn't as I'm gonna play as the girl with the gun. It wasn't anything like this. It looked more like a 3D version of the original, which I guess some people would consider that being cool. This one you have a life bar instead of instant kills. Obviously there's a graphical change. There's also blood in this one. I can't remember if you could jump in the other one or not. And if you want to play the first one, it's on Taito Legends 1, or Taito Legends. I don't think they put 1 on it because they didn't know if there was going to be a sequel. This kind of reminds me of Impossible Mission a little bit with the arcade. But there's little pickups and stuff. I'm not quite sure what these red boxes are for. There's animal abuse. You didn't really hear PETA complain about this game. I guess it wasn't a rat. I got stabbed like in Battlefield. Now, why the alarms go off, I don't know. So you go in the red doors and collect your info, kind of like if you were playing Possible Mission for the Commodore 64 and whatever other systems it came on, where you search things. This is more fast-paced. If you look, I was talking earlier about some of these arcade games in a different video. Don't quote me on which one. That'll be part of the fun trying to find it out. I said a lot of the transparencies in these games are just like parallel lines. I've noticed just in the arcade like collection games. So I don't know if true transparency was like an issue back then. But if you look at her shadow, it's like a bunch of parallel lines, almost like blinds or something. Old jazz to keep up the mood and tempo. I have to say, I like the original Elevator Action, but this one's pretty decent. Not that I would expect anything less. I feel bad for killing the dogs, just because they had shitty owners. The doors are kind of faded red, and I'm colorblind. Uh-oh. This is apparently a very big building. Oh. It's kind of weird. I was thinking about this earlier, like with some of these Japanese games, they start out purposely wanting like a Western influence, and then they get all anime all of a sudden. Like they did that with Resident Evil as time went on. Like there's like guys with katanas and stuff like that, which I think is cool if that's what you want to do. But if you're purposely trying to have like a Western vibe, like why go all out? They kind of did that with Metal Gear series too, but I like the Metal Gear series, so I'm not gonna pick on that. I like the Resident Evil series, so I did. I don't like where it's gone. I didn't care much for 5. Although the 3DS version, like Revelations, that was decent. And I did like the remake in 0, but and 4 was good, but it felt like a different kind of game. I guess that's what some people wanted in a sequel, but now Now there's like such a drought. Oh, you have to get to the bottom, I guess. But now there's such a drought, like, of those kind of games. Like, I miss the old type. Back to elevator action. This level looks a lot different than anything that's used to. This almost feels more like a console game, which I could totally see why it would have made it to the Saturn. I don't think there's a PlayStation version, and I think the Saturn version was American. I saw them review it on Classic Gamer. I don't have a Saturn, to my dismay. I know a lot of you guys collect all these systems and stuff like that, and I wish I could. I just don't have the money. A lot of times I'll rent these games and record it, or find them cheap when I can, but there's not a lot of places beside eBay, and I'm not a terribly big person on getting stuff from the internet. Go through the red door. See what's in the red. Uh-oh. The original elevator action looked like little people. The old ones, if you remember those toys. I used to have a bunch of the sets. Is that red? I'm so colorblind, man. Why you pick on my disabilities, game? It's either red or green. I'm red-green colorblind. So that can affect me a little bit with browns and purples as well. Any colors that are similar, or look similar. Green and brown look very similar to me. I remember Thanksgiving, I tried to make a brown ham, and I colored it green. And I was like, what about green eggs and ham? They're like, the eggs are just green, not the ham. And I was like, oh man, that's not cool. I went to the doctor's office and they gave me this chart. And they're like, follow the trail. And I did. And I was like, now what? And they're like, you just followed the colorblind trail. You mean they have 2 trails? What? So is this like a boss fight? I played this before, but I don't think I got far this time. And usually when I ramble, I don't get far. I get the point. There's a lot of guys. Am I supposed to do something? That's the action in the elevator. Something. I feel bad. Those remind me of the dogs from Resident Evil. I guess that's why I started talking about Resident Evil. But yeah, you make a Western game. Get to the root. Like, this is obviously supposed to be based on like a Mission Impossible 007 type thing. But it is very Japanese. I kind of went more Lupin the Third with it. Alright, I guess this is where it's getting arcadey. Where are all these guys coming from? Is there like something laying eggs in the back where these things are hatching out of? There's a special rule when it comes to shotguns that you're required to wear a trench coat. I don't know what movie set the standards of that. I keep on thinking of Reese from Terminator. Maybe it was that movie. I could walk through fire. Apparently I am supposed to go through that door. thing I don't like, I wish you could control the elevators instead of letting them do their own thing. I gotta get the secret code. You don't want to come down here. I wish I was better at one-liners or I'd say something clever. At this point, I'm really not sure what to do because I thought the object of the game from the last level was a scale down. That's obviously incorrect. I blew up some stuff. They put blood in the game, and they're not gonna have her squish and splatter all over the place. Anyway, that was Elevator Action 2, and you can get, this was a port of the arcade game, but you can play it for either the PlayStation 2 or the original Xbox on the Taito Legends 2 arcade compilation. Oh, I get to enter my name or my initials if I know what the right button is. Put my little merm down. But if you like this video, please subscribe, and if you have subscribed, thank you. Either way, please like this video and leave a comment and check out the description. I've been leaving them in the video descriptions lately, as well as the channel description. So if you have a game that you want me to play and make a video of and mention your name so you can climb to famous status or whatever you want to do with your life, then yeah, I have a list of consoles. If you pick a game on the consoles listed, I will try to play it, and if you want me to, I'll mention your name, so then you can get access to VIP areas that you weren't able to now that you're a YouTube star, yada yada. But anyway, I'll see you guys next time. You guys take care. Talk to you later. Bye.